And welcome everyone to Learn a Trade, Commercial Equipment Repair. My name is Kevin Tate, and I'm glad to be here with you today. Today's broadcast is titled For Real Blender Repair, UIM Assembly Replacement. As you can see, they put the out of order sign on the freezer, and I've already got the side panels off on the unit. And right there is this is the UIM assembly that we're going to be replacing out today. So I'm going to try to go step by step through these procedures, and hopefully it'll be a useful video for you if you ever have to make one of these replacements. Usually these for real units, they will come up with error messages, or they will turn off and not do the blending function. They won't activate the blender, and this is usually a case where you have either a bad cable on the UIM assembly, or the UIM assembly has a defect in the main board. So that's what was happening with this particular unit. It was shutting off, and then it would not blend. It would not do the blend function when someone would put the product in the cup holder and press the blender activation buttons. So I already have removed the cables on the left side of the unit. These are the two UIM link-in cables. These cables link in to the upper door display up top. I've already removed those, and this right here is the modem connector. And as you can see, there is a screw on the right hand side that holds that UIM assembly in place. Right now I'm going to remove the screw that holds the UIM assembly in place. And now I'm going to remove the center panel, which has a screw on the top there. And you want to remove that top screw. And then you will proceed to remove the center panel. You kind of have to wiggle it a little bit side to side for the bottom to pull out there. Center panel's out. Now I will remove the UIM panel, UIM assembly, and I will disconnect the wires that are from the UIM assembly that connect to the low voltage board. That circuit board that you see there is the low voltage board, the low voltage circuit board. And right now I'm just removing those wires out of the holding clips that are holding it in. They're kind of securing those wires to the frame of the blender. That's the data cable that I just removed. There's about 4 cables on the right side of the UIM panel and two cables on the left side and your modem cable. Now I'm removing the UIM power cables. And this is the second UIM power cable. And I don't know if you can see it, but when they assembled this, they actually, let me stop that there. When they assembled this, they actually screwed down the lower voltage circuit board. They screwed that lower voltage board to the frame, and that cable, that second cable that I took off, the one from on the back side of the circuit board, that cable was actually pinched in between the frame and that low voltage circuit board. So that's something that could have possibly caused an issue if those the sharp solder points on the back of the lower voltage board penetrated through the insulation of that cable. It could cause issues with a short. So that's something to always be aware of. But I got those 4 cables removed on the right side. Now I'm going to remove the UIM assembly. That's the old UIM assembly there. That's the controls circuit board of the UIM assembly. Set that aside and install my new UIM assembly. Then I'm going over on the left side to get the longer cables, the UIM linking cables. They link into the upper door assembly. And those are going to go right up that channel right there on the left side. They're going to clip in, they push into those clips. those white clips, and then there's a little channel that goes all the way up to the door assembly, and you just run those wires through those clips and into the door assembly. Continuing with the installation of the linking cable, linking cables. As you can see, that channel goes all the way up to the door assembly, and you want to be sure that you have those wires going into the clips to keep them from getting pinched or anything like that. Now you can see the access holes, the access openings where you're going to feed the linking cables through that opening. And then once you get them both through, then you can go ahead and clip those two cables, push them into the clip that's right up top there. And you want to keep the door in the open position so that you can maneuver the door to get the cables through without them getting pinched. And then just feed the cables through that opening so that you can pull off all of the slack. And then you'll feed those two cables through the other opening of the door. And then that'll bring those two cables right inside of the inside port section of the door, as you can see there. And then there's more clips and an opening that the wires can fit through without getting pinched. And they clip in right there. And then there's another clip on top. And then you will secure your cables on the upper portion of the inside of the door assembly. That's your USB connection, and that's your UIM linking cable. Then just go back, check to make sure that you don't have any wires or cables that are pinched. And this right here is, I'm removing the covering off of the new modem connections. For Real provides 2 cables on that modem connection, so you can use either one. Right now I'm connecting my wires from the right side of the UIM assembly. I'm connecting the wires back to the positions where I removed the old UIM assembly. And as you can see there, that's the way it should look. Those are the 2 UIM connections and my data connections. Right here is the registration for the blender. Whenever you replace the UIM assembly, you will have to register the machine, and this information goes directly to the manufacturer. So the manufacturer will receive a notification that this machine received a new UIM installation. So as you can see here, there's information that is required. So they ask for the blender unit ID, which is going to be the 5-digit serial number. The serial number of the machine will go in that location there. The blender type and the variant type, voltage type, and the region. So you put in all of that information. And as you can see here, this is the serial number, which is the blender unit ID. The blender type, FRL B6, that's the model of the unit. The variant type is standard. And if you're confused at all on the variant type, on which variant it is, you can always contact tech support, because at this stage of the repair, you have to call tech support anyway to get a code to input, and then the machine will become operational. So don't worry about that. If you're not sure, you can always contact tech support and they'll let you know what the variant type is. And then the voltage type is 120 volts, and the region is North America. And right over here, this section on the bottom right, that's a keypad so that you can punch in all of the numbers and letters and stuff like that. And at first, it's just a small link, like a keyboard link, and you just press that link, and then this touchpad will show up on the screen so that you can type the information in. As you can see there, I just minimized the touchpad, and now you're gonna hit submit and press OK. It tells you that it's been submitted successfully. And then right here, they're asking you to select the language. They're just confirming that the language will be switched to English. Then press OK. And now they have the terms and conditions. And the terms and conditions are general terms and conditions for operating these for real systems and the licensing agreement and everything. I usually just scroll through and then press accept. Right there, press accept. And now it will take you to the Blender ID. It has the Blender ID there, and they want you to put in the country and the time zone. And then you'll press submit. USA, Eastern time zone for me. And right here is the part where I mentioned earlier that you would have to contact tech support. And what I'll do is I'll see if I can leave a link in the description, down in the description, so that you can have the for real link to be able to contact them. And they will guide you through it from there. But what you would do in this at this point of the repair, you would contact tech support, let them know that you're in the process of registering a unit that you replaced the UIM assembly on, and you need a 5-digit code. And they will send you the 5-digit code within a few minutes, and then you just punch the 5-digit number in with this keypad that you see there, and then it will go ahead and activate the machine. Right now, the machine is gone into, it went through sanitize mode, and then it went into a deep cleaning mode. You want to allow the machine to go through the sanitize mode and the deep cleaning mode first, and then just use that time to clean up the area and, get your panels on and stuff like that. You can get the center panel on and start putting the panels on and everything. But right here, this deep cleaning mode, it usually takes 12 minutes, and it goes through the whole deep cleaning process on its own. Um, and once it's complete, then it's ready to be used. And that's when you would go ahead and do a test blend. You would take a product out of the freezer, place it, remove the top, and then place the cup into the cup holder, which you will see in a few minutes. As you can see right there on your left-hand side, the modem, the for real modem. This modem is in place. And as you can see, the two new modem connectors there. You only have to use one, but they have a spare connector in case this connector that it's connected to is not working for some reason. You can always switch to the other connector, and then that way that you can get the machine back up and running. But right now you can see the lights are on the modem, which is indicating that the unit is communicating with the tech support department. So about 3 more minutes left on the deep cleaning mode. And right here, the deep cleaning mode has completed. So I removed the lid off of the cup, placed the cup into the cup holder, and now I'm ready to do a test blend. Press regular, thin, regular, or thick, and now it's blending. And you want to do this at least one time, using the actual product and allowing it to go through a complete blend cycle, so that you can look around, see, making sure that there's no leaks or anything like that on the inside of the machine, um, right around the hot water tanks, the steamer tank, and the boiler tank. You want to make sure that there's no leaks or anything like that in the back of the machine. Now the blend cycle has completed. It looks good. It comes up to indicate that it's done and to remove the cup. And as you can see, it's good to go. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay blessed.